All right, so this is the Elves main deck we've been playing for a while. In the sideboard, I've slotted 2 Dismembers in over the 2 Stain the Mines for this league. I don't know if that change is right, but it's a change that hedges decks like Infect and Devoted combo and Humans a little bit. Humans is a good matchup, but Infect and Devoted combo are hard. So I want to give that a try, see how it feels. This is pretty much the only deck I would play Company in. Yeah, pretty much. And that's because this deck doesn't really need specific elves most of the time. It just wants, like, more elves. Which elves do you want? More of them. When do you want them? Now. What do we want? Elves. When do we want them? Now. It's great. Burning Piggy, thank you for the 11 months. Welcome back. I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Okie doke. Tron matchup isn't terrible with this deck. I don't know if this hand's going to be good enough on the draw, though. On the play, we'd probably be a pretty strong favorite here, but on the draw, we might be too slow. Depends on how quick they find an Ugin or an Oblivion Stone. Iron Metal, thank you very much for the Prime support. Welcome, welcome. Dwynen's Elite's a good pickup. It's very good with Elvish Archdruid. I wouldn't play Bant Spirits. There's other decks in Modern that would play Collected Company. I would never play them. They're not the types of decks that I prefer to play in Modern. That was a personal preference question, not a should these decks or shouldn't these decks play these cards. Oh, okay. Well, they're gonna need O-Stone on exactly 4, or we could potentially kill them here. This is gonna be good for us. At least they could have Tron O-Stone on 4 and then kill us, but if they don't crack O-Stone on 4, we should be good to kill them on our turn 4. Just a good clean race. So next turn, I'm gonna get to go Gilt-Leaf Palace, Dwynen's Elite, Elvish Clancaller, cast Archdruid, I think. Can I do all that? Oh, actually, I can go Archdruid and Clancaller, right? No, I don't really love the play patterns of Humans. I don't like the play patterns that Humans generates. Yeah, it's very different than from then. Our deck has new tools that you didn't have then. They need to naturally have the last Tron piece here. Spending mana to get the Tron piece isn't going to be good enough for them. I get to vomit my whole hand out here, right? I get to do this into 4 elves. This is my 5th elf. Tap Archdruid, play both of these, and then I'll have lethal the following turn. So they need to go 3rd Tron piece, play Ugin or Oblivion Stone. Or we should have them dead here. And again, this is not an answer deck. This is not a deck that's about answering their questions. This deck is about doing this and going, am I dead or are we going to the next game? So that's why I'm playing this deck at the Invitational. I want to play a deck that's consistent and just goes, am I dead or can we go to the next game? It will give me time to eat. You're not wrong. They could have all his dust. You're not wrong. They need all their outs involve having Tron here, though. That one's not gonna do it. I have them dead through a blocker too, right? Yeah, I just have 4 lords in play. Now, I've spent too much time playing Feel Smart decks at tournaments. The consistent was the important part there, McBenney. I think this deck, as someone who's played a lot of Modern with a lot of different decks, this deck to me feels like it uniquely hits the overlap between doing a busted thing and doing it super consistently. There's that overlap in the Venn diagram is very, very strong for this deck. All right, stealing game 1 on the draw here is huge. This is my board plan usually. Trophies, Damping Spheres, Sages in. Yeah, Scavenging Ooze is fantastic. It's been a very good addition. That was match 1, game 1. Just started the Elf League. I'm gonna grab a sweater. It's actually kind of cold in my basement. Oh. I don't have any sweaters down here. All right, I'm gonna be a nerd and just put my coat on because it's sitting here next to me. When Christy and I move, we're gonna make sure the new house has a smart thermostat in it, so I can adjust that stuff without running upstairs. We're moving just to somewhere else in town where we live. We're not in a huge rush, but we've been planning to move to a slightly newer house in a different school district than where we've at now. So we just started looking. If we're on the play for game 3, is there consideration to putting trophy back in the board and try and be more linear? That's probably not unreasonable. Emrakul, the Promise End, is for the control matchups and for the combo decks. Hoagland is literally buying a bee mansion with your Bezo bucks. I am super excited to have a dedicated studio room in the new house. This seems great. This hand's actually absurd. It's turn 1, Deep Shadow. Turn 2, Heritage Druid, Dwynen's Elite Damping Sphere. It's like, good luck, Godspeed. I'm still playing all the Lead the Stampede's dim. I've been very happy with Scavenging Ooze in the main deck, but I definitely want access to 4 leads in my 75. Elvish Mystic's a great draw here too, because it means I can actually I can cast this as well as the Damping Sphere this turn. My sequencing here has like downsides regardless. Like if they have Warping Wail, I kind of get got no matter what I do. So I get to do this. And you remember, you want to play the Elvish Mystic first because Damping Spheres knows how many lands you've played that turn already. Go. Good luck. So next turn, we attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we drain them for 7. 6. No, we drain them for 6. So we attack for 6. We drain them for 6. And then I have 9 in play. So they're actually just going to be dead on 4. That pause when you know they didn't bring in Nature's Claim, right? Sure. It's really nice if you get 2 more turns. So 6U, have you dead on board? Walking Ballista, land Walking Ballista can keep them alive here. If they have land Walking Ballista into a 5th land, we could lose. They could also have basic Forest Nature's Claim. So they've got outs here, but again, like We're the question deck. We're like the do you have these things? Otherwise, we'll sign the slip and we'll move on with our lives. Yeah, I have 2 main board skews, Dim. The what's it called are in my sideboard though. I have two leads in my main and 2 leads in my side. Woo! Magic. And that really just goes back to my point from earlier, like, I think this deck has a good Tron matchup. Were those interesting games of Magic? No, not really. Just how it goes. Just kill him. Good, clean living. Yep. Even decks that have good Tron matchups don't play good Magic against them. It's like, all right, kill you. Good stuff. Is that my winter coat? This is the inside of my winter coat. So this is what I wear when I like walk out into the garage to help Christy strap the kids into the car in the morning. We've been in a Twitter blocking brigade today. Not today, but the last couple days I did. And a lot of people the old ignore list. This hand is like a mediocre 7, but it's like a good 6. So I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, this coat, the zipper zips into the inside of an over piece. Yeah, two layer winter coats are great. Arsenal Munich. This is Sean McLaren, I believe. Who, if he's streaming, I'll probably host when we finish today. I hope I don't need those anymore, right? Yeah, red-green Tron's basically non-existent these days, though. Drawing another land there is not what we were looking for. Wonder if they're a Terminus deck. Could be a Terminus deck. They also mulliganed low. Oh, I should have played the Cavern. I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, let's deck. Pendelhaven. Oh, you know what? I should play the Pendelhaven here, because if they kill my Archdruid, I want to Pendelhaven this for damage. Do I ever go back and watch it from their side? If there's an especially interesting game, maybe. What time is dinner tonight? About 8:30 we'll start. After the kids go to bed. We're on the we hope they don't draw a Terminus plan here. Just how it goes. Now, I don't think I want Thoughtseize. I think it's possible I want Stain the Mind, but I also kind of want these Dismembers, so like something got to give in one direction or the other. Don't you do it. Have a heart. A ton of green people, they died for this. Sure. This probably takes Archdruid off the table, right? Really? Okay. Interesting. We are 1-0. We beat Tron. For people wondering why I didn't Pendelhaven there, I'd implore you to consider reading Pendelhaven. Yeah, his promo video is so fantastic. It's very funny. Yeah, his song, the song with the video, it's very good. want to say I sleeved up the pirate deck. I'm absolutely loving it. It's such a fun way to play Magic. Just plays genuinely fun Magic. They can have Supreme Verdict here too. Sometimes this deck has draws that can beat things like Supreme Verdict. This is not one of them. We're just all in on the hope you don't have it plan. Wonder if he's on Restoration Angel. It's a good draw. Pretty good. Pretty good, chat. It's pretty good. Is he gonna settle my wreckage? Maybe. This game's tough. Do 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 boo 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 do 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 boo do 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 do. I think I just trim Ezuri here. I think I like this. Ezuri's kind of tough. He doesn't protect against Terminus. He's a little expensive. I think I want all the trophies, but having a way to like take Teferi out can buy us a lot of time. Nah, usually straight blue-white doesn't play too many Snapcasters. Like a small number, but usually not a ton. So again, the problem, chat, Scavenging Ooze comes in against the attrition-based decks with a lot of spot removal in it. This opponent's removal is Terminus and Path to Exile, which makes Skooz harder to get big. Skooz is very good in like the Jund matchup and the Jeskai matchup where they have like lightning bolts and stuff like that. I don't think direct stages are better than these other cards I'm already playing. It's possible they're better than Assassin's Trophy, but I could see that going either way. I like that Trophy gives me the flexibility to kill, what's his name? Teferi. I'm on the draw. You don't keep this deck to not keep one-landers, so I'm going to keep this. I ended up cutting the stains for 2 copies of Dismember today to see how that feels. Magic's a tough game, chat. It's a real hard game. So do I lead or do I Clancaller? I just lead. Gosh. Look at how unlucky we are. We're gonna have to move to hand sides if we take all of these. It's pretty unlucky. Leave the other elf in the deck. This is a game where we'll probably be in a position to beat a Terminus. Because, like, next turn we'll play Clancaller probably, and then attack them for 3-7. And, like, we'll have, like, a full hand still with plenty of board. Terminus this turn might be tough. I boarded my Scavenging Oozes out. So they 2-for-1 us on turn 3, but like we also cast a draw 3, so it's like 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. Are they thinking about wrathing my 2 mana dorks here? Could be. Could have a Jace they're debating about jamming. Jace plus doesn't seem terrible. Pretty unlikely to oust. Okay. We're gonna oust, snap, oust me? Sure. Deep in the shadow of the woods. Get ousted here. Get oust. Let's put it third from the top, second from the top. Second from the top. So I'm going to draw an elf next turn. I'm gonna shuffle my deck. I guess this makes sense that they have a counterspell. I don't know. I really don't want to draw Llanowar Elves next turn, so thanks. I guess they could have a Logic Knot or something in their hand, though. Whoa, the technology gave me 6 so they could gain extra. That's pretty good. Some good clean live-in. I don't think we're going to be in a position to beat a second Terminus here. No, I want Collected Company to recur card advantage. Should we, like, any chance we have of being able to beat a Terminus this game is going to be on the back of that Collected Company. So while there's no guarantee that we can, our best possible hope is that card. Sure. All right. I'd like to put all of my chips on the table. I think Lyra means I want the third trophy on next game. Sure. Are they dead? So they block this, this, and this. And then they gain 5 going to 20. And then they take 6, 10. Plus this. So they're not quite dead. They might be dead now. Oh, they first strike down a Lord. Good call. Good catch. I'm not here to not go for it, right? I'm not here to not go for it. So they're at 9. They blocked these 3. They gained some. Oh, I should have tapped this, yeah. Did I miss lethal? Maybe I missed lethal. If I would have tapped this, I'd have had a 4/4. And they'd have blocked this, this, and this. No, I could only do 8 here. And they're at 9. Yeah, I could have put them to 1. Yeah, I was 1 off of lethal. Yeah, I was 1 off of lethal. Is it better to cast Company and then use the elves you find off of Company to cast Shaman? Now, I end up about the same spot. All right, well, they got a whole bunch of nothing. I was nowhere near lethal there. So they've got 3 draws at a sweeper. They've got a look with search. Oh, they can flip search and find a verdict as well, right? That they cast that path not just to ramp, but because it put the 7th card in the bin for search. I tapped my Clancallers by mistake. Yeah, I should have maybe left a Clancaller up. I thought maybe I was attacking, so I tapped the Clancallers for that reason. That's not good for us. I'm just gonna concede to a sweeper here. They had a lot of looks, right? That's excellent. Oh, that's fantastic. All right, I think I want this trophy. So, I mean, pathing themselves gave them the mana to do that, right? Like, if they wouldn't have pathed themselves there, like, that was very well played on their part. They pathed themselves to be able to flip their Azcanta, which then gave them 2 more lands. They could then snap Terminus. Yeah, pathing themselves to the end step was very good for just so many reasons. His hand's not very good, but I think I'm supposed to keep it. And, like, remember, do you see how close we were to winning that game? They miracled a Terminus on turn 3 that game. Turn 3 on the play, they miracled Terminus, and they still almost lost. That was a phenomenal draw. Just wanted any 1 or 2 drop there just so we could curve out. Alright, don't turn 3 Terminus me this game. Please and thank you. Alright. Again, not the question deck, or not the answer deck. We are the question deck. Just like, do you have it? Am I dead? Do you have it? Am I dead? So I attack for 6, 7. That puts them to 8. I play this. That drains them pretty significantly. I think I just want to put them super low, right? Just like make them have the sweeper. Yeah, I think we just like put them super low here. Oh, you know what? I can hold back just Clancaller and cast Lead the Stampede here, so that's definitely the line. The line is do this, tap these, get in 1 less point of damage, and then Stampede. This puts them to 4. So, like, we're in a bad spot if they Terminus, but we're not just dead. We're in a bad spot if they Supreme Verdict, but we're not just dead. All right. No miracle. Yeah, Chandra's a fine Planeswalker. She sees some play in Modern. She's one of the few playable Planeswalkers. It's a good time walk. I just go get another Clancaller here, right? This means if I draw Shaman of the pack... Is this worth it? I probably just want to leave myself the out to draw Shaman of the pack, right? Or Company into Shaman. Yeah, getting another Clancaller doesn't do anything. They drew a Terminus. They drew a Terminus off the Cryptic draw. That's why we're paused there. For those of you that aren't Moto savvy. That's the first card they drew on our turn. The MTGO competitive play has always pushed people to play $12 per league. They want people to gamble more. It's cold in my basement is why I have the jacket on. I didn't have a sweater handy. I didn't feel like running upstairs to change my thermostat. Please be dead. Are they dead? They block here, they go to 9, they take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're exactly dead, right? Oh, they could first strike the Lord. I think even with first strike on the Lord, like if they would have first striked the Lord, they'd take 3. They would have lived at 1. If they would have first strike the Lord, they'd have lived at 1. Because they'd first strike here and then take 3, 6, 7, 8, and they'd be at 9. God bless Collected Company. I guess I should start factoring the Angel into my math on whether or not I need to extend. Because if I would have counted out the Angel, what Angel coming into play meant for combat, I would have come to the conclusion that I should play one of my 3 elves out the previous turn. No, I don't think we're supposed to get Clancaller the previous turn, but I think we are supposed to cast one of our elves if the 5-mana Angel is one of our things. And that, when people talk about, like, what's the purpose of playing games and what's good testing, those are the takeaways that make a game be valuable to have played when you're preparing for an event that you care about. Like those lessons learned that, oh, they play this angel and that's something I need to count in my math. That's very important to know and is going to win you games in the future. Can you believe people play elves without Shaman of the pack? Yeah, I don't get it either, Marty. Can you please explain the one of Pendelhaven? We have a lot of 1-mana creatures, and Pendelhaven makes my 1-mana creatures bigger. It's like a land that deals points of damage. I don't think I've played this matchup before. I've played against Burn a good amount, but I don't think I've played against 8-Whack with this deck. Probably not good being on the draw. That being said, our hand is particularly explosive here. We get to go Elite Heritage Druid, Elite Llanowar Elves. That's not true. They're going to kill my thing. Block early, block often is probably sound advice for the matchup. Losing our Llanowar Elves feels bad though. From casual Magic tables across the land, I bring you Goblins versus Elves. If they have a way to kill our board here, we could be in trouble. But if we get to untap with Llanowar and Heritage Druid, we'll get to play both these Twin Elite and be in a pretty okay spot. Do I trade here? I think I trade here. The problem is the body just doesn't matter in the face of Legion Loyalist. That's the problem. The body just doesn't matter. This does tokens can't block. And it gives first strike and crap. Yeah, land was a great draw here. Just Shaman of the pack is just a 3-2. 3-2 for 3. Your move, mono red deck. Do your worst. Oh no. We're gonna get bushwhackered and die, chat. Yeah. I told them to do their worst and they obliged. I mean, I'm technically not dead yet, right? Not dead on board. They have a spell in their hand, though, which is scary. Yep. Game would have been very different on the play versus the draw. It's tough to beat on the draw. This is not a Lead the Stampede matchup. It is definitely a Scavenging Ooze matchup. Is it a Dismember matchup? It might be a Dismember matchup, honestly. I'm gonna do this. You're not playing this deck to not keep one landers, chat. Keep that in mind. You're not playing this deck to not keep one landers. It's gonna feel bad when they bolt my elf and I miss, but this hand's a keep every time. Fnatic my Firebrand and I miss. Is this the list on my site? The sideboard's 2 cards different. I'm trying Dismember over Stain the Mind. There's a deck list on your screen. You can type !chat, deck in chat to get a link to the deck list as well if you don't see it there. No problem, Lab Rat. All right. If we don't get whacked here, we could be okay. Snap conceding to a Chain Whirler, not close. All right. I think I just want to like do my best to stay alive here, right? It's like trade early, trade often. This collected company should be great, and then like if the Scavenging Ooze gets to like take him to Pound Town, we'll be in an amazing spot. Taking 4, 9 down to 6. That's fine. So I could play Scoos and gain a little bit here. I think I'd rather just collected company though. I think I'd rather just company. Company's worse in the face of Goblin Grenade. Because the Dezen isn't always a 4-power creature. There's some times where it's just not. Alright, so really need to find a Dwynen's Elite here so we can make multiple bodies on this blocking's turn. We actually have to have Dwynen's Elite or we're dead, right? No, that's not true. I can block 2. I need at least 2. Dwynen's Elite would be ideal. Double Dwynen's Elite would be the stones. So I have to block 2 things here. So I don't want to get Scavenging Ooze because it's just going to die. There's no Westvale Abbey because I don't think Westvale Abbey is better than a spell. And Westvale Abbey doesn't make colored mana, so it can't replace one of your lands. This deck already only has 18 lands in it. You can't play less green sources. We have a lot of double green cards. Did do a lot. The red deck's very good when it has 2 lands and all spells. Am I dead? Dead to Bolt, dead to Grenade. We're not dead to Bushwhacker, right? So I get to go block. Block, gain 1. It's just like Goblin Grenades they're fumbling to cast. Sure. Am I supposed to just, like, eat with the Scavenging Ooze until I burst? Or am I supposed to play an Elvish Clancaller here? I think I'm just supposed to eat with the Scavenging Ooze till I can't eat anymore. Alright, still did a bunch of stuff. Yeah, it's like Clancaller versus 1-eat, basically, right? Is the consideration? Sure, but I don't have any lines that beat Bolt, so like talking about Bolt, it doesn't really make sense. It's like why should I even talk about Lightning Bolt if it kills me regardless? My one of Horizon Canopy here. No longer dead to Bolt. I am dead to Thing plus Bushwhacker, though. Fuck! Oh, God. That's so tilting. Dead to exactly that. Yeah. Oh, well. Red tribe beats green tribe. Onward, upward, backward, forward. Just wasn't even one that was on my radar. And like worth noting, like if the Horizon Canopy had been a basic forest there, we'd probably win that game. Seems great. How's the Harry's count? Like, I believe we are at 82. Any merited? No, stop it. There's no room for tap plants in my deck. Anything for Pokemon, it's that fire beats plants. Lol. Blue, skip shift. Okay. No, I think it's a win more card. And the most important thing to remember, about playing against, what am I saying? The most important thing to remember about colorless lands, is that colorless lands have to replace a spell. You can't play a colorless land in my deck full of green Clancallers and like green Archdruids and stuff like that over a green producing land. So like all of these lands, Nykthoses and Westvale Abbeys, you have to ask yourself, is this better than playing a spell? And the answer is almost always no. I think that if you want to play blue-white control, you're probably not very competitive anyway, so you should play whichever one you like playing more. I think all the Celestial Colonnade decks are kind of poop. And which piece of poop you pick to play, that's dealer's choice. I conceded there because the deck full of Anger of the Gods is very good against my elf deck, and my opponent's deck is not particularly popular, and I'm incredibly unlikely to play against it. So it's really just not worth my time to sit here and be like, oh man, my opponent's deck is really good against mine. I'm very sad. They play a bunch of blue-white control because blue-white control is the feel smart deck. Blue-white control is the deck you play if you think you're smarter than the other people that you're playing against. Blue-white control generates long games of Magic, and good players would prefer to play long games of Magic because it gives them more chances to have their opponent mess up. It's cold in my house, so I put a jacket on rather than turning up the heat. Now, if this was a turn 2 nuts, we would have played out these other 3 cards from my hand too. It's not even just bad insulation. It's like, you know, 20 degrees outside. It's chilly from all the cold hard facts about green-white decks. They want to eat my Heritage Druid. They take 6 extra here, so I'm fine trading Heritage Druid for 6 points of damage on this board. Yeah, there's snow on the ground outside. I think blue-white is plenty playable if you love playing blue-white control. I think it's like many decks in Modern where it's one of the ones you can reach into the vat and go, yeah, this is a fine deck. I can do well in this tournament. I think if you're someone who's only interested in playing a deck because it's good, blue-white control should never be the deck you pick. You should pick blue-white control because you love dirtling or because you love the card Terminus. Those are the reasons to play blue-white control. No, having a dog at home would probably be very disruptive to my work. So I don't think that I want to do that. It's also a lot of work. My kids are only 3 and 4, so like they won't take care of a dog yet. They're not old enough. So like if we get a dog, it's I'm getting a dog and I don't really want to take care of a dog. When you can prepare for a certain meta. So it's garbage in all of Modern because Modern doesn't have a metagame. So was that just your way of saying blue-white is garbage with different words? Blue-white's good if you can prepare for a metagame. No, I wouldn't shuffle unsleeved cards. My shuffling deck is protected by my wonderful BCW Elite Guard sleeves. Come on now, what kind of savage do you think I am? Shuffling unsleeved cards? Oh no, you took one of my lands away. Oh no. Are you dead on board? Are you dead on board? You block here, you take 3, 6, 9, 12, just super dead on board. Nice Ponza deck. Found the line. Sure. At your 20-player local Modern tournament, you show up with whatever crappy cards you want to show up with. Fully agree. I agree with you. At your local game store, you play whatever your heart desires. This isn't the deck you play if you're interested in brilliant play. This is the deck you play when you're interested in smorking people. This is match 5. We've been playing this league for 55 minutes. This entire league has been less than the length of a round of paper Magic. So, you know. Seems fine. Not amazing, but fine. If we were blue-white control, we'd still be in match one. Ain't that the truth? Probably rename Tournament Elves to Scoos because we're gonna eat between rounds. That's just A+ commentary right there. Look at that, chat. If I was stacking my deck, that's the one I would have stacked on top. I think I actually want to just Rec Sage this Utopia Sprawl to keep them from having removal. Oh no, not Trinisphere, chat. The foil Trinisphere has crashed Magic Online because Magic Online is a giant quality piece of software. Would you believe it crashed again while I was trying to load it? And now that it did load, it loaded itself on my wrong monitor, not the monitor that I had previously closed it on. Yeah, that's fine, closer. Relevant Magic-related links are always welcome. Foil pay to win because they crash your opponent's client, right? All right, are we back? Are we back? Where am I at? Are we on my turn? I think I can play this forest, maybe. They're going with, you will never open a 5th copy. Thank God. It's a good solution. I think I want to play this and smork them. Like, leave the collected company back as a tool for recovering post-Anger of the Gods. When was the last time you timed out on Magic Online? The last time I timed out on Magic Online, when I was first learning, literally the very first match I played Jeskai Ascendancy in, I conceded the match after losing game 1 because I wasn't going to have enough time to finish the match. So I didn't actually time out, but I conceded because I would have. Alright, so I'm not going to hit by Anger of the Gods here. Please cast Bloodbraid Elf. Huntmaster of the Fells. That one's pretty good. Alright, let's just get double Shaman of the Pack and kill them. Or double Lord. Or a mix of the two. Mix of the two looks pretty good. So if I attack with everything and they double block my Archdruid with these to kill it, they chump block here, they take 10 and die, so they have to block 3 things here. Sure, metagaming your same tournaments where the same 30 people show up is very, very practical and reasonable. Have you started hating the game? No, definitely not. There's parts of Modern that I don't like, but there's always been parts of Modern that I don't like. Some of the things people that are new to the stream often comment on is why do I concede like I do? And the reason why I concede matches like I do here is because I just don't play the parts of Magic that aren't fun. Like, I have a master's degree in mathematics. I have a lot of work experience. I frequently turn down messages from recruiters. If I wanted my job to feel like work, I would go get a regular job. I do this for a living, not only because the community is awesome and enables me to, but I do this because I like doing it. I like playing games. They're fun. And if this ever stops being fun, it probably means my content won't be very good and I'll probably stop doing it. Is 32 awesome age? It is not. I am the ripe old age of 27. So 1 hour and 45 seconds start to finish with wait time. With Moto crashing and reloading time. An hour for the league. You're not a real guy, right? I like this deck. I don't know that the Dismembers are good or bad or not. We beat blue-white without Stain the Mind, so maybe I don't need Stain for that matchup, but I'd rather have Dismember. I definitely think Infect and Devoted Company are harder matchups than blue-white control, so maybe that means I should have the Dismembers in my sideboard because Dismember's really good in those matchups. The classic format Chocolate League, you're not wrong. To be fair, I lost game 1 and could have lost game 2 in a couple of minutes, so it still would have been like less than an hour and 10. That's going to be it for me for today, folks. That's not true. That's going to be it for me for this morning and this afternoon. I will be back tonight at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time at the latest. Sometime between 8 and 8:30 I fire up. I stream Standard on Magic Arena on Wednesday nights. I'll be back with more Modern at some point this weekend. I think I will be playing... Modern either Friday or Thursday morning, but I'm not 100%. It depends on how late I go tonight. So definitely look for me. I'm not going to the Grand Prix this weekend, so I'll be home streaming. So I'll definitely have some Modern and Standard streams in and around the Grand Prix this weekend. So thanks everyone for watching. I'll catch all y'all later. If Sean's still streaming, he's actually the one we played on Blue-White Control. I'm gonna go ahead and give him a host. Yeah, it looks like Sean is up. So why don't you go over ahead and enjoy him? He's a Pro Tour champion. He's a very good Magic player. Kind of a weird dude, but also very funny, so be kind.